Hi, good day and welcome to the second part of modeling of the fortress. Last time we did this entrance here, and this time we will do this tower here on the left. So let's start. We will start with the floor. We will go to modeling section. We will take our cylinder and I have the radius 300 with a height of 20 and radial slices 32. If I increase or decrease the radial slices, instead of 32, I have, for example, 5. Then I see the edges and corners. This I don't want. That's why I have something like 32. And I have a round shape, which is pretty good. And I click here and I accept. Now it's very important then that we work always at the same location. So for example, we put for x 600 and 3000. This looks good. So this is important that you always work now on the same location, because you will build everything up on the same location. Now we will do the stairs. We go on create. So we finished this part. We go on create. We click on stairs. I have already my stair here inside. I choose spiral. Number of steps are 60. I have a step width of 200, a step height of 15, and a spiral angle of 900, and an inner radius of 80. Now I click anywhere, doesn't matter, because I will adjust now afterwards the location. And here again, I have to put the same values like before. So I have 600, I have 3000, and I had 20 as high of the first part, which is very good. And this looks good. And now I can leave it like this. Now we have the opportunity to rotate it. As you can see, if I rotate it, my entrance on the lower level and on the upper level can be chosen. And this I choose by taking this. I did before. And I just move it to this stair I am doing. Something like this. And now I can adjust the angle of the stairs by looking that somebody can come over from the stair to the bridge. And as I see, it looks already very good. So maybe at the beginning it looks like this, which is looking not so good. The step is too high to the bridge. So I rotate it until here. Something like this, for example. This looks good for me. Yes, this looks good. And I can leave it like this. And I can accept by clicking somewhere else. What I can do is I just can play to see if everything is okay. Right click mouse button, play from here. And I just can go upstairs and check if the height is okay for me. This looks good for me. So we can move on. Now afterwards, we will do the cylinder wall. So again, we go to cylinder. This time maybe you can put it somewhere else to work with it better. Somewhere here, for example. You can leave everything like it is for now. Radius 300, height 20, radial slices 32. And you click on accept. Now we will do a polycut circle inside. So we go to model, polycut, we cut through, we take the circle, and I think I had a width of 550, like this. For sure, you can choose the subdivisions, and as before, a lower subdivision is something like this. So you have less edges and less corners. And if you choose 32, then it really looks like a circle. So this is good. So I can use this and I accept. Now I can bring it to the same location. So X was 600. Y was 3000. And I can put it now by 20 above to make it connect with the floor. And now I can choose it again. And now I can go to polygroup edit function. I can choose this face and I just can drag it to the top. Something like this. I can take a look how much I want to drag it. Maybe I can check it with this here, with the last stair, to make it maybe flat, for example, or a little bit above. This doesn't matter. Something like this. It's totally fine. Yeah, and that's it. And I accept. Now we will do 2 entrances. One here for the bridge and one here below. So we start with create. We will create a box. I have already the values inside. So I choose width 140, depth 100, and a height of 250. And I can put my box here on the floor. And now I can rotate it just like I want the entrance, something like this, for example. I want that people can walk here through. This looks good. And now I just need to overlap it with a tower, something like this. This looks good. And now I can accept. Now I choose the cube I did, holding down the control key. I choose the tower I did. I have now both, and now I can make a boolean function by going on model boolean, and I have to choose differences b minus a in my case. Maybe you have to use a minus b, but currently in my case it is b minus a. And as I see, I have now the cut through here inside, and I click on accept. And I can always check my entrance by trying to play from here. Now I am the player. I can try to go through. And as I see, it's huge enough, so it's totally fine. Now I will do the same for the upper level. So I go and create. I create a box. I put it here on the ground. I rotate it now by 90 degrees. Maybe you can use the snapping functionality, which is better. So I put it on the ground. I snap. I activate the snap. It's much easier. Oops, it wasn't the snap of the angle. So again, I activate it now. Yes, now I activate it. I take the box, put it on the ground, and now I rotate it by 90 degrees. I can see it here, how much rotation I have. So I rotate it to 90 degrees like this. I can accept it for now. And then I can move it to the level of the bridge and try to align it by looking from the front, for example, shifting it somewhere here, looking that is symmetric, something like this. I adjust it with the floor of the bridge. This was too much, maybe something like this. This looks good. And now same operation like before. I have to go inside my tower. So I bring it back to the tower, something like this. This looks good. And now again, I choose the box, hold down Control key, I choose the tower, and I go to Model, Boolean functionality. In my case, it's difference b minus a, and I will just check if everything is okay. Looks like the entrance is pretty good. I like it. I will leave it like it is. Maybe I can. Here I'm free now, totally free. I can even, no, I can't now. But before I can cancel it. If not so happy with it, I can just move it a little bit up, for example, something like this again, or move it left and right, adjust it. And then I go back and do the Boolean functionality after adjustments. And when I am happy with the result, I click on accept. Now, for example, we can try to test it by playing now from the top, play from here. Now I am at the top of the stairs. I will go down and I will try to move forward, and it seems like it works. So I am in and I can move out. Very good. So currently we have now 3 meshes. What we'll do now is we will put the meshes together. I see I am here not on the floor. I don't know why, but I can just put it on the floor. This is okay. Now it seems like on the floor. I don't know what happened here, but it seems like I moved it, but this is okay. But now it's on the floor. Let me check if I can go through. Yes, I can go through. All right, as mentioned, we have 3 meshes. We want to merge them together. So I choose the 3 meshes, clicking the first one, holding down the control button, clicking the second one, and then clicking my stairs. And now I want to merge them together. And I will do this by going to Mesh and clicking on Union. And I click on Accept. Takes a while, and now I have 1 mesh. So when I move it, it's always now 1 mesh. I move everything together, which is pretty good. You can for sure take a look at the wireframe, which is now meshed together as well. So the stairs are not inside the cylinders. It's pretty difficult to see in the video, but I think when you are doing it, you will notice it. Yes, very good. And now we will assign the material. So we take the same one like this. I can locate it by clicking on this folder here. And now I already choose it. So it's marked with blue. And I can use it now for the tower by clicking on the arrow. And now we will adjust the UVs just like we did it here. So I go to UVs, project UVs. I choose, I think 150. Yes, 150, 150 and 150. This was I choose before. If I want, I can choose it. I leave it like it is now, because now if I want, I can move this inside. Oops, that was not inside. I can move this. What happened? Oh, yes. Wrong axis. I can move it inside. It's like this. And now again, if I want, I can adjust the beginning of the stones that they fit together with the another one. So I can adjust the UVs as I want, and I can adjust it something like this. For example, maybe you have to deactivate the snapping. Now you can move it better, something like this. And I click on OK, and it's finished. Looks very good. And now for sure I can check it by go inside, but it's very dark. So this means we can put some light inside by clicking on plus, light, point light, which is already inside, which is pretty good. And I will move the first one, somewhere here, for example. This is good. And I will make it a little bit yellow to orange. A little bit more. Yeah, this is this is good. I click on OK. I will click on mobility, so I don't need to build up the lights. This is good, and I will do a second one above. So hold down the Alt button and taking one component by clicking on the axis and then drag it somewhere here. Very nice. And now I can move inside and check everything. Looks very good. I go upstairs. I have light inside. Very nice. I can go here inside, coming back. Very good. I see the tower is too much inside the bridge is too tight inside the tower. I can adjust it. This is easy. So we will do it. We will bring this a little bit back. Something like this, for example. A little bit more or less, doesn't matter. This looks good. Now I figured something. It seems like not all the UVs are correctly. I found a solution which works for me. So I click on the tower. I go on project UVs. I put inside my values inside 150, 150, 150. Now I will disable the snapping. I don't need it currently. And now I found the solution by rotating the axis. For example, for this failure here, if I rotate the blue axis a little bit, as you can see, here I have the failure as well as here, as well as here, and as well as here. I just rotate it just a little bit and you see everything is now pretty fine. And sometimes if you have this failure here on the wall as well, then I figure out if I rotate just a little bit now the red axis like this, then all the failures and mistakes are gone. Looks good. And it seems like I didn't even rotate stones or anything else. They looks like they are still on one line. So that was the solution I found and it works for me. Let's walk through one more time. Looks very good. We can walk here through. Oh, I stuck. Yes. Seems like the bridge is not big enough, but we can adjust it later on. And I can go upstairs to the top. Here I have a mistake. Maybe I can make it here as well. So again, project UVs, 150, 150, 150. And I will rotate again the blue one until everything is fine. This looks good. And the wall is fine as well as I see. So I am fine with the results. And I click on accept. Now it looks very good. All right. I didn't do now the displacement. I did the displacement with this entrance here. If you want to see how this works, you can check part number 1. But I think for now, I will skip the displacement and maybe do it later after we continue with the fortress. If you like the video, give me a thumb up, subscribe for the next part number 3. I will think about how to continue and let you know about the next video. Thank you very much and talk to you soon. Bye bye.